So news broke last night that Virginia Giuffre is to settle with Prince Andrew on the 3 counts of sexual assault and rape he was accused of on her when she was 17 and was set to be questioned under oath in connection with this next month. At that point, we were told the sum being paid would be undisclosed, that some was directly to her and some to her charity, and that this would be an end to the matter. No. An undisclosed sum being paid from the royals will always raise eyebrows amongst the general public, since we know they are funded by the state. They're handed millions each year out of the public purse to keep them in the lifestyle to which they become accustomed. Now, royalists will say they're worth every penny as ambassadors for the UK. Others, such as myself, see this as a chronic waste, especially when our subjects can't heat their homes, feed themselves, or house themselves in far too many cases. Reinforcing this argument is that mere hours later, the sum paid to Giuffre was revealed. It's over £12 million, and that it's the Queen who has footed the bill. Andrew couldn't, of course. His only income is what Mummy gives him anyway, and of course, that's on top of the legal fees. That's the same Queen who begged for help with her heating costs, who can afford to waste £12 million to keep her sweaty son out of court, but which would be much more welcome if given to those truly in need. A statement said that the money being handed over was a donation in recognition of Andrew's regret in having anything to do with paedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein. But if that's the case, why pay Giuffre anything? Why not just her charity? And indeed, why her charity and not another? Apparently the palace want this done with so it doesn't overshadow the Queen's precious platinum jubilee. But paying someone off to go away as the Queen has done should remind us all that it's one rule for them and another for us. Which of the Queen's pots of publicly sourced cash did it come out of? If I lived in the Duchy of Lancaster, for example, I'd want to know if I paid for this. Giuffre has been paid millions, some to her charity, but not all of it, and every penny going to her personally has Andrew's guilt printed all over it. You don't pay people off if you're innocent. And this case being settled out of court will not settle it in people's minds, no matter how much Nicholas Witchell bleats about it being a relief to the royals, a truly twisted take. That family are parasites, living off the state to the tune of millions, care not a jot for the hardship and poverty of their subjects, but can find millions to protect one of their own. I've long felt they need to be abolished. These events have firmly hardened my belief in that.